Well, good morning, YouTube. Hey, Rumble. Just want to get on here this morning and hope everybody's doing good. Pardon me while I'm adjusting my camera stand, my phone stand. Um, Went to make a video yesterday and it got jacked up, so I thought I would start another one today. I'm not smoking anything today. I'm sitting in the cigar lounge and just chillaxing. I'm supposed to be out there cutting grass, but I'm not feeling it today, and with a 90 some degree temperature out there. So I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow here in Smithfield, we're supposed to be in the 80s, so we're going to have a cold wave coming through. So I'm going to wait and do that tomorrow morning. But anyway, just want to get on here and give you an update on what's going on with Bass Piper's car. As you know, my car had to go into the shop a few weeks ago when my wife got hit in it, and it messed up our door. Well, we were supposed to have the car back last Friday, and they called and said that it wasn't going to be ready until this Monday. They had they had painted the side of the door, a side of the car, and the door, the driver's side, but they didn't like, I guess, the way it blended in or whatever, and so they had to stick it back in and get it repainted. Well, Monday came, and we got a call that it wouldn't be ready until Wednesday of this week because the tech that went to put the door on and the trim broke the trim piece. So that had to be ordered. Well, after my wife got the call on that, I said, well, make sure that when he checks back with you that they do a water test on the car since they put the new door on. And lo and behold, we get a call on Wednesday and it's leaking. So they now, they thought that maybe up at the top the frame could have gotten bent a little bit or something. Now you would never know it looking at it. So anyway, I guess it's got to go into a frame vise or whatever they use. They had to take the driver's side door, the rear passenger driver's side door off, and I guess going to try to see if it's in line or just what's going on there with it. So something had told me to tell them to check that because I could just see Miss Bass Piper coming home in the rain and have a flood in the car. And sure enough, it started leaking and the door wasn't sealing properly. So here it is Friday, and they said that we would have it today. And we haven't got a call as of 5 minutes after 1 in the afternoon here in Smithfield. Now they could still call later on this afternoon, but I got a feeling we're going into next week with it. But anyway, inquiring minds that may have wanted to know what's happening with our car, that's what we got going on. So we're hoping that maybe at least by the first part of next week we'll have our car back, and that we won't have a leak, a water leak. But anyway, we've been trying to stay abreast of that and what's going on with the car. We thought 3 times now we were going to have the car back. So when they talked about doing something with the side door of the frame, we said, oh no, I hope the insurance companies doesn't come back now and want to total it because of that. But they assured us that there was plenty of money in the coffers to take care of all of that, so we're thankful for that. But anyway, I hope you guys have been having a good week, and looking forward to getting into the weekend. Me and Bass Piper is going to probably go out and get a little dinner when she gets home, and then I'll play with the grass tomorrow since we've really got a more of a relaxed day tomorrow. And then, of course, we've got church on Sunday. But I hope everybody's been doing good. And I know also there's been some been some talk around on monetizing channels here lately with the YTPC, those that are able to do that. And my belly button take on that, guys, basically is that there's really, and those of you all that may have monetized your channel some, I mean, that's totally up to you. I mean, I don't see any big problem with it either way, to be honest. But for me, I just am not going to fool with the monetization of things, and you know, with our channels, look, I've been doing this for 2 years, and I haven't hit the 500 mark yet with my subs. I don't put out a lot of videos. I do what I can, and I don't have any expensive cameras and know how to do the iMovie stuff, and don't know how to do the editing, and I don't know how to do all the fancy intros and outros and all this kind of stuff and fluff words across the screen and have fireworks and bells and whistles going off. I'm just plain Jane. I'm just me. And so, but even if I did, if I was going to monetize, my advice would be, my belly button opinion, is because we're in pipes and cigars on this channel or on this YTPC community, you're really not doing much and going to be able to make much with it. To me, it's not worth fooling. I mean, if you make a couple of dollars here or there, okay. But, if you got enough to go get you a Twinkie and a Snickers bar, I mean, that's about what it's going to add up to. Because everybody that I've seen, when you reach that 1,000 sub mark, you're just starting. You're just starting. You're not going to make no bells and whistles there. You don't have enough views, and they go by the views, they go by the traffic you got coming through, and all of that they give into account. My thing is, when I hear people talk about it, it's just simply this: we're in the wrong genre of video making. We got the wrong genre. Pipes and cigars is not going to make you a $200,000 a year man on YTPC and on YouTube. You're not going to be a $10, $15, $25, $30,000 a month guy, coming in on YouTube. Tobacco ain't going to cut it. They're already anti-tobacco, and even though we're thrown into the cigarette market that we know is a totally different island and a different animal, I've just chose that if I ever got there, to leave it alone. I mean, there's nothing there. What I would do before I did anything is, if I wanted to keep this channel going, but I would start another channel with another genre. Look at what is hot out there right now. Like, for example, for ladies, and even some men, but ladies, they get into these notebooks and travel notebooks and journaling and all of that kind of stuff, and they do reviews on all the different, Medora travel notebooks, and these books that you buy the little inserts, and you got about 2 or 3 rubber band things, and you can make your little travel notebooks and different things together, and all that seems to be hot. You got people out there with 200,000 and 300,000 subscribers on that stuff. For guys, even though this one is looked at almost as bad as tobacco, but guns and ammo, if you do anything with guns and reviews, that seems to be hot. If you get into product reviews, I mean, it's like a black gentleman that I used to watch. I don't watch him much anymore. I think it was called The Average Consumer, or Your Average Consumer was his channel. I mean, the guy was doing nothing but product review on computers and keyboards and headphones and earbuds and music stuff and, all kinds of electronic. Man, there's one video out there You looked at his video, he's in his home. I mean, his home is probably a $500,000 home. This guy had, I forgot, almost, I can't remember now, close to 2 million subscribers. You know, these guys are knocking down the money. He has one video where he's showing his brand new Tesla he bought. And in his house he had, I mean, just boxes upon boxes of manufacturers sending him all stuff to do product review on. You got to find something that's hot. You got to find something that people like, and that would be worth your time to monetize. I mean, if you're going to monetize, and even though YouTube might say, well, we're going to put ads on your thing no matter what. Well, you know, if you want to sit there and make, you know, $5 or $10 or whatever a month, I mean, that's, to me, it's not worth it. I mean, you know, especially to try to keep the count up, you got to try to keep a certain percentage going, certain videos out, it's just not worth it. Now, if we're talking, you know, $5, $10, $15,000 a month, okay, now we got something rolling there. But you know, where you can kick back and lose your day job and do this full time. But we're not in the right genre for this, and you know, you gotta have the subscribers so that you can get the number of views that they're looking for to be able to make the money. And even with this, you know, you see some guys in this, as far as the YTPC, they may have 18,000 subscribers or whatever, and you go look, and they may only have 800 views with 18,000 subscribers. That ain't hitting on nothing compared to what you're going to need. Now, if he had 16,000 views off of 18,000 subscribers, well, okay. It's kind of like getting the 100,000 subscriber mark and get that little pretty plaque. And you know, but if you're not hitting the views, it don't matter how many subs you got. You got to have more subs to try to get the amount of views to help you. But we're just in the wrong genre to me for the monetization of stuff. I mean, if you just want to milk $5 here and there, hey, you know, do what curls your toes. But for Bass Piper, it's not worth it. You know, like I said, I would rather get into something else. I mean, I don't know how many of y'all know Dwayne Knoll. He has the Dry Creek Wrangler School. Dry Creek Wrangler School. Look him up. He's only been out here maybe a couple of years, if that, sitting over 800,000 subscribers. He's in the right genre. I'm going to tell you now, Dwayne's smart with what he's doing and how he's marketing. What do you mean, Bass Piper? Well, he's got a horseman channel. He teaches horsemanship, him and his wife. They out, and I forgot where they're at now. They've moved around so much. They have a different school, a different ranch, a different place he goes to. But I don't know where they're at now. But they have a 6-week horsemanship school that people can go to and learn horsemanship. He's been a cowboy and cowboying, I guess, for many years, and packing and all of that kind of stuff, trail riding and working at ranches and stuff. So, but he started a channel that basically was started with horsemanship, and then he took the horsemanship and talked about different things with horses and saddles and riding wear and boots and all kinds of stuff, you know, reins and the different things, you know, and different saddles. But then he started taking the way horses react and how you handle horses, and he took it over to real life coaching for people and just general stuff in life. And a lot of stuff is geared more, I guess, to men, but ladies can benefit from it as well. But he would, you know, use certain illustrations from horsemanship and apply it to real life things. And man, he just took off. He's got the right setting. He's outside, you know. He's got his ranch cowboy hat on, you know, 100X beaver, and got the look. and got the beard, and he's one that's been blessed that he could just Chio pet a beard out. And nice guy, soft spoken, kind of down to earth, and they got the right backdrop there. And but what he does, he's also a pipe and cigar smoker, but he don't have a pipe and cigar channel. But every time you see a video, he's got him a stogie, or on occasion he's got him a pipe. And every video, either before or usually at the end, he'll say, I know everybody's going to ask what I'm smoking. And he just talks about the cigar, or this is a Foundation Charter Oaks, or this is yada, yada, yada. And over time now, he's teamed up with and got up with a online cigar store that's sponsoring him, and Rants Hats now is sponsoring him. In fact, they're making their own Dry Creek Wrangler Dwayne hat. I mean, so he's moving on up. His wife started a channel, Mama something Mom, Dry Creek Mama, I think is what it's called, or whatever. But she's got probably 17 to 20,000 subscribers by now. Just been out a few months, but they're spawning off of Dwayne's, and helping her get hers up. So now you got both of them bringing in, income. He's majorly bringing in, I'm sure, some income with almost 1 million subscribers there. So, you got to find the right genre. And let's face it, like everything in life, 10% are going to do great. The rest of us, 90%, you're going to do mediocre or nothing. It's just the way life is, rolls. But if you can find a genre, that would be the thing to do to monetize. I wouldn't really recommend anybody to really, do much with pipes and cigars. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast. There's just, everything is anti-tobacco, anti-this, anti-that. And if you're in any of the antis, you ain't going to do much with it, for the most part. But anyway, that's Bass Piper's little rant and belly button opinion on some of the videos about monetizations and stuff. I've heard some people talk about stuff off and on. And I like the fact I saw Flat Cap's video, Flat Cap Piper, if you see this. I know Flat Cap monetizes, or trying to monetize, and some others are too. And I mean, that's fine. I mean, but I liked how he showed the YouTube. If you haven't seen it, go over to watch Flat Cap's last one. He's driving home in his car and talking about monetization. I think his title is "To Monetize or Not to Monetize." That's the question, or whatever. But he does a good thing, and he looks at the rules. He shows you some of the YouTube rules and policies, and he even shows you what he's making a month. He like he said, only making a couple of dollars a month. Him and Lady Fire can run to the store and get them a Snickers bar and split it. And for what they're making, I'm teasing you, buddy. That's about what you got. I don't know, with $2, I don't know. You might need to add a little more to get you a Snickers these days. But everybody's got to do their thing. But I would rather just find and start a whole new channel, and keep your pipe and cigar thing, but don't expect much out of it, is what I'm getting at. I know the guru of YTPC, is probably Chris Mutton Chop Piper. He's probably got about 70,000 or more subscribers. But I mean, when you look at views and that, how much would he really make off if he monetized? I don't know if Chris is monetized or not, but the traffic's just not there for us in that regard. But anyway, guys, I just want to get on here for a few minutes, say hi. I hope y'all are having a great week. Just want to update you on the car. I hope we'll have it back by next week. And but when we get it back, we want it right. So if they got to keep it, because all we'd be doing is turning right back around and taking the car back to them. So anyway, that's my little rant on monetizing the channel, We're just going to leave that there. We're not trying to stir up anything. That's just my belly button take on it. But there are some good genres out there to look at, though. And, if you can find one and then look at monetizing to get you a little side hustle, a little side money, what they call passive income coming in along with what you got. Now, if you're fortunate enough to be able to pull the plug and, start making about 200,000 a year off of YouTube, that's not a bad gig, man, But anyway, we're going to get on off of here. Listen, y'all have a great weekend. And don't forget, remember to relax, have a pipe, and or your stogie. And don't forget the many blessings God gives us each and every day. Hey, we'll talk with y'all later. Bye-bye.